Hey there, brawlers. This is Penny Z at Debutante Brawl. So, I've lost track of the days, how many days it's been, so whatever, it'll be written up there. Anyways. So I kind of, I didn't run into a snag per se, and I would not call it a complication. I think it's just a natural thing that can happen, is, in my healing process, I've told you about this, but I'll kind of recap. Some blood wasn't able to get to part of the tissue that makes up my one of my section of my new outer labia, and so that skin, Dr. McGinn didn't think it was a big deal. She's like, yeah, no, that's fine. What'll happen is it'll scab over, and then the skin will grow underneath, and then it'll fall off, and it'll be fine. And we kind of waited a while to see how that went, and it turned. Part of it healed, but part of it is has turned into granulation tissue, which is something I kind of had to look up. And apparently, it's some kind of skin. It's not skin. It's just something on the exterior. It's not like a lack of skin. It's not like if you peeled off some skin or shaved it right off. It's tissue that just won't heal over as skin, and or I don't think it ever will. I don't know if it would just take amazing amounts of time, but so it's been what, 6 or so weeks, and no go. So I sent Dr. McGinn an email and showed her some pictures, and I was like, is this granulation tissue? And she's like, sure enough, it is. No big deal. Talk to your local doctor, and silver nitrate is the way that they treat it. And so I guess, sometimes it takes more than one treatment. But she's like, I'm happy to talk to any of your doctors down there, so you can get that treatment. So I called up today my my hormone doctor, and he, he does other things besides that. I don't really understand. I don't know what his specific title is, but mostly I think he deals with hormonal and kidneys or liver stuff. I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, and so he called me back tonight and asked to see the pictures, but he's like, yeah, no, granulation tissue, it's not uncommon, and yeah, we can, silver nitrate will work, and if it doesn't work, we do it a different way, but no big deal. And it's nice that I don't have to go back to Philly. I suppose I could, and I was kind of thinking that around this time, middle of January, a month and a half in, that I would probably go back, maybe after 2 months, just for a checkup. But, it's funny, now that I'm, at this point, I'm like, if it's fine, if everything's okay, then why go back? And if I can deal with this locally, then, as much as I, like the Papillon Center and Dr. McGinn, it's like, it's like a 6-hour flight and hotel and, taking time off work and all that, I'm just, I don't know. So hopefully that'll work out. But so, I guess it's not that big of a deal. But it is keeping things from healing as much as I would have liked. Because all the scarring on the sides, or the places where the seams, I don't know what to call it. Those have all pretty much healed up. You can still, there's still some visible scarring, but that goes down over the course of 6 months, so. But otherwise, everything's, sturdy. Dilating's going well. There's no other problems besides that. So, to me, that's kind of a bummer because, the sooner I can get out and exercise, the happier I'll be. It's just being cooped up and is annoying. I want to, get out, running. And, even if everything is kind of, healed up inside, whatever, just because of that granulation tissue, if I go running, it's going to, rub or whatever. It's raw. It's kind of almost raw, raw flesh. So, I just, if it hadn't been for that, I think things would just be home stretch here. You know what I mean? But so it goes. And what else am I gonna do? I'm at the house dilating 5 times a day. It's not like, I'm going on hot dates. Although if you're into that, fellas, if you're into granulation tissue, if you're into granulation tissue, don't fucking call me. That's my rule. Kudos if you know what it is, but if you fetishize non-healing flesh, you're probably not the guy for me. You're probably the girl for me, if you're a girl. No. So let's see, what else? Oh, and speaking of just being cooped up, I've had this desire to, you know, I want to go to New York. Daisy, stop. She's shaking the bed and shaking the laptop. Daisy, stop it. Chill. You can scratch later. Like, I want to take a trip to New York and visit my family, and that lives there. I kind of wouldn't mind going to Michigan if I had the time to visit my dad. But he's coming out here, I think, this week. So, I don't know, I think. He hasn't gotten back to me recently. And I'm really homesick for Savannah right now, and just the South in general. Daisy, stop it. Hey. No. Ah. Okay. And I'm just like, you know, man, you know, like maybe in February I can get in the car and, you know, things will be healed up and I can get in the car and I can just drive and take a little vacation and then fucking dilating. How do you road trip when you dilate 5 times a day? Or even when it goes down to 4 times? Hold on. Oh, this little bastard is driving my video crazy. And then I thought, like, well, if that's the case, I'm like doing 4 times a day for like half a year, five times a day for so long, and 4 times a day for like half a year. Holy Christ. I'm not going to be able to travel anywhere until, what is that? May? June. Till the month of June? I want to go to Savannah. I want some southern food. I want rain. For God's sake, I'll go anywhere where it's raining. Although the weather's really nice right now in LA, so maybe I should stick it out. It's like in the 70s and 80s every day lately. What else? I hope you can hear me over this fucking computer. I'm doing this job, and it's 3D renders that go for hours. And I don't know if you're familiar with the, I don't know if you can see it, the, I don't know if it's all Mac Pros, but my 8-core Mac Pro is like a goddamn wind turbine. It is so fucking loud. And working out of my bed and then rendering at night, before when I had it next to my bed, it was like, hit render, and then I try to go to sleep, and I'm sleeping next to an airport. I'm sleeping next to a jet. And I finally, just now, moved all my workstation over there. Because I don't know. I'm not really using it. I'm just using it for rendering. I'm still working on my laptop. Anyways, this is really boring stuff. Forget it. Granulation tissue. I can't go anywhere on vacation unless I fly there. And then it's what fun is it? I have to go back to the hotel room to dilate. Driving me fucking crazy. Okay. Peace out, Girl Scout.